What up YouTube, this is Fast J and today I'm going to show you guys off the new expansion pack for the game Driveclub called Driveclub Bikes. So I'm just going to show off how the bikes work and the event types and stuff, and if it actually is it worth your money and time, you know. So let's just hop in. So as you can see, there's a split in the menu now since the new update, so you can just drive with cars if you want, or you go to the new expansion Driveclub Bikes, and the menu looks exactly the same now when you compare it to the old menu for the car. So you still have a random event, single event, multiplayer online, and the tour mode. So let's just hop into the tour mode. So I've done a few events, but I'm not far enough yet, so let's just do we will do just a regular race. I mean, I've already done this race, but let's do it again. It's the first race you do on a motorcycle, so this is the new intro and stuff. Looks really nice. But yeah, what do I think of it so far after playing a few races, time trials and stuff? To be really honest, personally, I really like it. I really like the expansion. I really think it adds a new experience to the game. Because personally I was a little bit bored with the game because they only added new cars, and it's not that I don't like that, but I was more like, I've seen all these tracks before, so yeah, they needed to bring new life into the game in a way, in my opinion, and this is a great way to do it, because even though you're still driving on the same tracks, these same tracks don't feel the same on a motorbike. You really need to take the tracks. You really need to ride them in a different way. It's not the same as cars. You really definitely feel the difference. I mean, with a car you just can drive in a straight line. With a motorcycle, then it's just a bit harder. You really need to know how to cut the corners and stuff, and that's what I really like about this expansion. It really feels like a different game. And personally, I was a guy who was searching for an arcade motor game, and I saw a few games. I saw The Ride from Milestones games, so the guys behind the last few WCR rally titles, but that game just didn't look, it just didn't look too fun to me. It just, the graphics weren't up to snuffs, definitely not when you compare it to this game, and it just looked a bit stiff and not fun in my opinion. And this game it's just fun. The arcadey feeling of this game was already fun with just normal racing with normal cars, but now with motorcycles it really feels awesome. I mean, it's not as extremely arcadey as like let's say Burnout Paradise, which also added motorcycles later on, but it feels somewhere in between, I would say, a MotoGP or motocross game and a Burnout Paradise, because Burnout Paradise is really super arcade and this is somewhere in between, because you do need to cut the corners in a certain way. You just can't just go all the way through with power. You just can't. You really need to make use of your brakes, just like with an ordinary car. And you also have an extra brake now. Just give you that extra wheel spin, you know. So it's your normal handbrake of your normal car. And the game just feels a lot different on a motorcycle than with a regular car. But is it worth your money? And that question is kinda hard to answer in my opinion, but it all depends if you ask me. If you're searching for, let's say, a complete new game, this is not for you, because this expansion doesn't add that much compared to a new game. I mean, it only adds, if I'm correct, 12 motorcycles, which isn't a lot, but for what you pay for, you pay like 15 euros, probably $15 in the US. You do get your money's worth, in my opinion, because the 12 motorcycles are just amazing. It does add a new experience to the game, and as you can see, you got a whole tour specifically for the motorcycles. I mean, it's awesome, and I'm not far into the tour, not at all. And probably in the future they will add even more free updates for the motorcycles to give the motorcycles more replay value than they already have. So I just gave you guys a taste of a regular race, so let's go into the customization, because you can customize your rider. Let's see, where could you customize? Oh, here, customize your character. So here, as you could see, here's your driver customization, so you could give your driver a different head and stuff like that. And if you switch to drive or motorcycle rider, you could change your motorcycle suit. And you can't change much, to be really honest. It's just 5 suits, and yeah, the heads are the same as your car driver. The gender, the helmet designs, even if I'm correct, you got 16. Yeah, so it's a lot, but not wow or a lot. It's actually a bit sparse, to be really honest. Helmet shapes, you got 8. And that's it. That's really it for the motorcycle customizations. You can't change the colors because the motorcycle suits colors will change based on the motorcycle color the color your motorcycle has. So if you got a blue motorcycle, the color of your motorcycle suit will also represent that color. So if you got an orange one, your motorcycle suit will be orange, or does your motorcycle have red and white, your motorcycle suit will have red and white accents. So that's just the way the colors work on your motorcycle. And as I said, you got 12 motorcycles. So I got these two. When you start the game, you got these 2 motorcycles unlocked from the offset, and this is one I unlocked by playing a few of the events. So here you have them all. They're quite nice, and they're just, yeah, real licensed motorcycles, which is awesome. And because the game was already nice looking with the cars, the motorcycles look also just as awesome with all the rain effects and the nice designs. This game was already very detailed with the normal cars. I mean, I do think personally that this is probably the best looking motorcycle game you can get at the moment, even though the amount of motorcycles at the moment are a bit sparse. But in my opinion, it's still worth the money, because I was searching for an arcade motorcycle game, and this expansion gives me exactly what I want. So we did a race. So let's do a single event. I choose by myself. So let's do a time trial. We'll do it in Scotland. Yeah. Let's take this one. A bit more light. And a lot more rain. So this is how you're going to do it. And you can still change your designs on your motorcycles, just like with the regular cars. So the only thing is you just have one factory color, not like the cars, which have most of the cars have multiple colors. With the motorcycles, what I've seen for now is that you just have one factory color, and then you can choose your own colors, custom colors next to it. So just to show you guys off, I'll pick just the plain blue custom design, and then you can see that the rider also has a blue suit on. So let's talk a little bit about the handling. So I'm riding in the rain now, for instance, and how much does it affect a motorcycle? Well, to be really honest, it does, but the motorcycle is a bit more rigid than I expected it to be before. I really thought it would be just as slippery riding a motorcycle in the rain as it is with a car, but in my opinion, it's actually a lot easier than it is with a car. Actually, I mean, your motorcycle doesn't really slip, as you could see. I'm riding at full speed at the moment, and with heavy rain, and it just, in my opinion, it's easier with a motorcycle riding a motorcycle in the rain than it is with a car. It really feels nice. But it does like take a little bit of practice, though. It does. Whoa. But as you could see, the motorcycle is a bit more rigid than you probably would expect it to be. I mean, a slam in a wall, and this is how it looks when you crash on a motorcycle. I look at the blue accents on my rider. He has a blue helmet. What does he have anymore? He only has a blue helmet. His jacket is still black though. But that's how the customization works. So based on the color of your motorcycle, your rider will have the same color on its suit, or helmet in this case. But yeah. So, is this expansion worth your money? In my opinion, it definitely is. The only thing is, yeah, don't expect it to be more than it really is. It is not as if you're buying a new game, but it does give you a new experience. The motorcycles do feel different when you compare them to the cars in the game. And the tour is, it's for what you pay for. It's quite expensive, but knowing Evolution Studios, you'll be probably getting even more in the future. And I really hope they give the game a new life by adding a new season pass to it, and then even new locations to ride in. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek at the new expansion pack, Driveclub Bikes. If you loved the video, hit the like button, and if you would love to see more videos on this game, just subscribe to my channel. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you at my next one. Take care.